that was good, and just some matches are like very tactical, right? You can't give up any points or advantages or anything, because that'll be it, you know. So just overcoming like just your fears and your doubts, and you know, I think those are the ones that stick with you, you know. Beating people that you weren't supposed to beat, you know, overcoming those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, those matches. I'm gonna give even, and because it's been a lot of times, like I don't want to one person or the other, you know. But yeah, Danny Moraes, the Hedges Labor was a couple times. Danny Moraes, I think I went against him 3 times. In black belt a couple times, and then when I was a brown belt, I think too. Yeah, he was tough. He was good. He didn't make mistakes, you know.
I mean, even with me competing, I could feel the levels, and like I'm not even like I could see where those guys are at, and like I could imagine what they're doing to get there. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. There's like some people that I was telling, and I've told Destiny, I've told Marco about this. Like, there's some people that I compete with that I could like, even if they beat me, I'm like, I could see, like, I'm like, oh, I could beat this guy. Like, I could like, for you to run it, like, if I was to do, you know, I could see the path that I could take to beat this. There's some guys that I went with, I'm like, I can't even, it's so far out, I can't even see that. And like there's a guy in my division with super heavy. That guy that's someone that I'm always gonna see. Like I'm always, like if I want to win that top comp, that's someone I have to beat, you know? And that's like, having someone like that like, you know, is going to be there. That's like, it's pretty motivating to see someone that good in your bracket. And
yeah, like, I love your attitude. I love how you approach everything. You know, it's like fun, and you're getting more serious and carefree in a way. You know, in the past, it's enjoyable. You know, and it's nice to see you like chase after it, and you know, you're really good. You have really good jiu-jitsu, and then to see get more committed and you know, commit to cutting weight and just the whole process. It's really cool. But again, it's like I always think about the goals. Like, what are your goals? Yeah, what are your goals? Have you written down your goals? Do you know what you want to do? And then
it's definitely everywhere. I haven't like locked.
Yeah, and so once you have your goal, then you can kind of get your whys and then go deeper, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't really have that lined up, then you know, there's gonna be those guys that aren't touchable. But man, you're so good. Like, you know, Suru and all, we're all like, man, your jiu-jitsu is like good, top, bottom. You know, you're creative, you're athletic, you can do stuff. You know, so I'm there's no doubt if you committed and you really, you don't want it to be the best, you could, but it's just lining up your goals.
That's definitely because you know that stuff.
I think that's number one, right?
Well, that's why I respect the guys that I think are like untouchable, because it's like you know what they're sacrificing, you know what they're.
It's years, right?
You know what they're putting in.
It's years and years, and like, after a lot of years, it's like your life, right?
Yeah. You don't.
And
just
nobody's gonna get in my way. No, nobody's gonna get lucky, you know. I'm not gonna give anybody space.
Yeah.
Or you're just so far ahead, right? That
it's just fun.